All right, welcome back to another video. Before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Now, enjoy this video. Well, week one is officially over in college football. You know what that means? Now, I did this last year with the NFL where I give you 5 thoughts each week in the NFL. And this year, I'm coming to college football. Every single week, I'm going to be giving you my 5 college football thoughts every single week. Let's start it here in week one with thought number 1. The Texas versus Ohio State week 1 game is what makes football so much fun to watch right now. It's what makes it enjoyable. Nobody wants to watch a team that's number 1 in the country favored by 40 points in week 1. Nobody wants to watch that. It's what makes college football so exciting is when 2 top teams go at it. And the reason why we're seeing more of these big-time games week in and week out is teams aren't scared to lose anymore. Remember, in the prior college football playoff, when it was only 4 teams, everybody was terrified to even get one loss. One loss, you might be knocked out of the playoff. Now, one loss, you're still in it. So I think we're going to see more and more of these matchups week in and week out. And it's great if you're a college football fan because you get to watch these matchups. These are the matchups you want to watch. You don't want to watch a team being favored by 40 points. You want to watch 2 top teams. These were 2 top 5 teams in the country going at it. 2 teams that are going to have a chance to win a national championship this year. 2 teams who have rosters that are absolutely loaded going at it. This is what we want to watch. And I just thought it was an excellent showing for college football. It's great when 2 top teams go at it. It's okay if one loses. We're not going to punish Texas because they lost. And we wouldn't have punished Ohio State if they would have lost. Because losses aren't as crucial anymore in this new playoff. And I love it. I love it. Because we're going to get more and more of these big-time matchups. More and more of these matchups to get excited for. I was excited for Saturday to watch this matchup between these 2 top teams. Between those 2 coaches, these 2 new quarterbacks, and those rosters that are absolutely loaded. I just thought it was an excellent thing for college football that this game happened. Because it makes everybody love to watch college football. Nobody wants to watch college football when you're favored by 40 points and you're blowing a team out at halftime. Nobody wants to watch that. Nobody likes watching that. That isn't fun to watch. This is what's fun to watch. 2 top teams going at it. And look, Texas lost. Does that mean they can't win the national championship anymore? No. Ohio State won. Does that mean they're going to just cruise to the national championship? No. It was a great thing for college football that matchup happened. And we're going to see more and more of these big-time matchups happening week in and week out. Thought number 2. I got to be honest. Arch Manning looked lost. Now, yes, you hear people, it's just week 1. He'll be fine. He'll be okay. Yes, nobody's disputing that he's going to be fine. We all know he's going to be fine. He's a good player. He was ranked high. I expect him to still be a really good football player. But we have to be honest. He was terrible. He looked lost. His feet looked sloppy. I mean, you saw it on the first play from scrimmage. He rolled out to, I think, his right and skipped the pass 5 yards in front of the open receiver. There weren't many open receivers in the football game for Texas. That first play, a guy was wide open, and he skipped the ball 5 yards in front of him. Like, he just looked off. He did not look like he had the swagger, the confidence. He looked awful. He looked like he didn't belong, and I can't believe I'm saying that, but he did not look like he belonged on that stage. They were confusing him, yes. Matt Patricia had a great game plan for Arch Manning. But if you're Arch Manning, you're hyped up. You're supposed to be a generational player. You're supposed to be the best college quarterbacks anyone's seen since Tim Tebow. That's what some people are saying. And then you go out and put a performance like that? I don't give you excuses if everybody's saying that you're the next big thing. I'm not going to give you many excuses. Because I'm expecting a lot. I'm expecting you to overcome some things. Did Sark call the perfect game for you? No. But you're supposed to be that guy. And if you're that guy as a quarterback, you're supposed to show up. You should be able to overcome some of those things. And he just wasn't able to. Now, yes, he will be fine. I don't want to act like this is over for him. But I hope some of the expectations go down a little bit. He clearly is not this generational best player we've ever seen yet. He could become that. But let's slow down on some of the predictions. That's all. Thought number 3. Ohio State's secondary was what won them the game against Texas. For me, talking about Arch Manning being lost, the reason why he was lost is because, one, he had rarely ever were there just receivers running wide open. And because, two, the coverage in the back end confused him. They were rotating really well. They were disguising their looks really well. And like I said, there weren't a lot of times where receivers were just running open. A lot of throws that Arch Manning did make were tight coverage. They had to be high-level throws. And that's credit to the Ohio State secondary. Because they plastered the Texas receivers. I rarely saw any Texas receiver just get great releases or run open. Rarely saw it. They did a great job disguising coverage. They confused the quarterback. I know everybody's talking about, Matt Patricia, but the reason why he's able to do that is because that secondary is so smart. And they know how to disguise things. That's a credit to the players over Matt Patricia. That the players are that smart that they can pull that off in week 1 against a top team in the country. Ohio State's secondary is the reason why they won that football game. Thought number 4. Alabama looked soft. There's no other way to put it. They look like a soft football team. I don't think I've seen an Alabama football team look that soft. Whatever Florida State wanted to do, they got to do. Offensively, defensively. Offensively, I don't think they messed up a play for 3 quarters. Everything was just, everything looked easy for Florida State. And when couldn't you say that watching an Alabama team that they gave up easy, everything easy? When can you say that about an Alabama team? When did Alabama give up easy stuff? Rarely ever. When did they not look physical? Never. And they look that. They look like they barely practiced. That's how soft they look. And I don't like calling people soft, but they look soft. And look, there's going to be heat on Kalen DeBoer now. There were some people who didn't like him. Now, I don't think he's getting fired because he has a lot of money. And they have to pay him a lot of money. But man, they look soft. And that's on him. Your football team cannot consistently look like that. Your football team can't look like that week 1. Everybody's excited. You're on the road. You're the number 8 team in the country. And you go out like that? That's awful. That's not a good look if you're the Alabama Crimson Tide and Kalen DeBoer. My 5th and final thought here from week 1 of the college football season. LSU looked really good. They did. For the first time in a long time, LSU finally looked like they could win a national championship this year. Probably since they've won their last national championship. They looked that good. They looked really good. They looked like a good football team. And really the question's been for LSU these past couple of years is how good can their defense be? Their offense has always been really good over these past kind of 5 years. But it's always been their defense. Their defense has really struggled over the past few years. And they looked excellent. Harold Perkins looked like one of the best players in America. He looked great. And the offense, even though they only scored 17 points, they're going to be really good. With that quarterback, skill position, running back, O-line. But really what you wanted to see if you were an LSU fan is how good will that defense look. And they looked excellent against a top team in Clemson. So you didn't just play a bottom feeder. You didn't just play a weak team and you blew them out and the defense looked great. No, you played one of the best teams in the country. and you look like that on the defensive side of the ball. You played one of the top quarterbacks in college football in Cade Klubnik, and you made him look like that. It's a great sign if you're an LSU fan. But that's my 5 college football thoughts here from week 1. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and have an awesome day.